An SNP ovation for Nicola Sturgeon on arrival because they believe Scotland is ready to leave the UK. Even if the SNP falls short of a majority, they will be propped up by the Greens, who also want independence. Nicola Sturgeon told me that is still enough. Scotland will have another referendum in the next 5 years, and she is already daring the Prime Minister to try and stop her.
We would proceed with the legislation that is necessary, and that would only happen if it was passed by the Scottish Parliament. And then if he wanted to stop that, it would be the case that he would have to go to the Supreme Court to challenge it.
Isn't it the case that an SNP majority would immeasurably strengthen your hand in those negotiations?
I would like to have an SNP majority, don't get me wrong.
Would you feel more confident of getting a referendum?
If there is a pro-independence majority in the Scottish Parliament, that is the mandate that is needed for there to be an independence referendum.
Angus Robertson, Scottish National Party, 16,276.
From results in so far, the SNP is not on course to win a majority themselves. They needed to gain at least 6 key constituency seats, but as of tonight, they have only managed 3. Dumbarton was the closest marginal seat in Scotland, but Labour's Deputy Leader Jackie Baillie held off the SNP with an even bigger majority.
You want a recovery, not a referendum. You want us to prioritise your jobs, the economy, the NHS. You want us to make sure that our kids at school have all the opportunities they deserve. I pledge to you that I will do that in this next Parliament. Thank you very much. 6 in a row.
But after a dark night for Labour in England, the party's new leader in Scotland had a word of advice for Keir Starmer.
I think there are lessons that the UK Labour Party can learn from the Scottish Labour Party. We obviously had the huge challenge about a binary constitutional choice that divided Scotland.
Is Keir Starmer an asset to your party?
Absolutely, but he still needs more time to be able to establish himself and continue that journey.
Scottish Conservatives campaigned on one clear message: to stop a second independence referendum. And they have now stopped the SNP in 2 key targets.
You should expect the leader of the Scottish Conservatives, who has campaigned for the last 6 weeks and since I became leader in August of last year against a second independence referendum, and what we've seen across the country is some tactical voting to try and keep the SNP out.
There is no doubt the SNP is still winning this election and winning big, but their chances of a majority are now slim, reliant on securing top-up seats from the regional lists tomorrow. But majority or not, Nicola Sturgeon will likely be Scotland's next First Minister, supported by the Greens. And the next Scottish Parliament will be dominated by one question: is the UK government going to be able to stop another independence referendum? Peter Smith, News at 10, Glasgow.